go.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome to another edition of Split Decision MMA, your weekly MMA podcast covering absolutely everything we can find on the internet about MMA.
A good portion of it.
Good portion.
I refuse to go over to the dark web anymore.
Can't do it anymore?
No.
You don't got your own VIOP or whatever it is?
The VPN?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Oh.
Someone knocked on my door the other day at 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want a kidney. I didn't even need a kidney.
It's $60,000.
No, what?
They're expensive.
I was going to get a deal, but I didn't need a kidney. I didn't need one.
Well, apparently you've been doing great on our intros, better than this one that just happened, because Eric actually messaged me. My MMA News. If you go to mymmanews.com, you can check out all the news of MMA. Right. He was like, man, those new intros you guys got rocking are pretty awesome.
Oh, it's the YouTube intros.
He liked it, so keep that up.
Well, yeah, I want to do it on here. Yeah, I want to do it on here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but for Facebook, it's kind of weird. So like we'd have to sit here and watch it for a second, and then like pretend like we know what's going on, and like, hey, as to
we
where
do that anyway.
Yeah, YouTube, I could edit it. No, you want me to leave some of the audio we have
No.
There's a lot of audio where all they see is us like Muppets, just moving around. They don't hear what we're saying.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Let's jump into the news.
We got news, people.
First story of today is that Tyron Woodley is out of his fight against Robbie Lawler.
Well.
This is supposed to be going down UFC Minneapolis in June, right?
Yeah.
He is out due to a hand injury. Now what?
I don't know.
I'm
with everybody. Let's get Askren back in there.
Yeah, I think Askren should be on the top of the list.
Yeah.
However, a bunch of people or contenders are calling out Robbie Lawler on Twitter.
Some somebodies, a couple nobodies.
Leon Edwards, Ilizu Zaleski, Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Dizzy Gillespie wants to get in this fight?
And Darren Till. Darren Till trying to make the biggest case, which I think is hilarious. Ponzinibbio put him in his place, though, and was like, bro,
Hamid.
You miss weight, you got back-to-back losses, you got knocked out in front of your own people, and now you're trying to pick a new weight class?
What does he mean, your people?
Your people, English.
You people?
You got knocked out in his hometown.
What do you mean, you people?
I would just like to say, skip all the bullshit and all the people calling him out. Askren, get your ass in there.
Yeah, let's get
finish the fight
the
way it was meant to be finished.
I don't know.
Not by luck.
I don't know. He won. It's a W.
Did he?
Yeah, check this. Let's go check the stats.
Check the stats. Did he?
Yes.
Did he?
W's a W. I'm a Raider fan. A win's a win. You're a Raider fan too. You should know. Huh.
It happened.
Did you win?
Win
well,
column.
really, it was our kicker, but yeah, we won. We won.
So some people that are not also going to be fighting, we also have Jordan Rinaldi has announced that he has been released from his UFC contract.
Who?
He said that he was with great frustration and confusion that he was released yesterday. He said, I was not expecting that coming off of only one loss, but I guess this is the business. For 10 years, I've put everything into this sport and reaped some of the benefits. However, I've been blessed with the opportunities and fun times I've had with the company. He was 14-7 overall. Again, coming off of one loss, has been released. Along with his release,
he should be glad he got the full release for nothing.
Jessica Aguilar has been released.
Deal?
Former strawweight champion from World Series of Fighting. Remember them?
Yeah.
It was PFL before it was PFL.
Yes, I actually
Back when
remember.
it was a thing.
Yeah, I remember her more than whoever we were talking about.
whoever that guy was that we just mentioned.
Rinaldi.
She says that her contract was basically up, and they opted not to renew it.
Yeah, there's just I don't even know if that's a release. They just didn't re-up.
So yeah, Jessica Aguilar no longer with the UFC.
There you go.
Pretty crazy. 2 fighters gone.
Yeah, but she has 5 opportunities.
She does. She can go other places.
Yeah.
There are other places to go.
Yeah.
Moving over there, Neil Magney. This was a big story this week. Neil Magney has been pulled from his fight. He was supposed to fight this weekend at UFC Rochester against Vincent Luke. He has been pulled due to a failed USADA test.
So after what we covered last week and what we know about what's been going on, how worried are you really? I mean, other than this guy's going to miss a fight?
Neil Magney says he calls bullshit. And from what I've seen, they're saying that it's possible that it could be another Osterine situation. Now, with all the people they just let go because of the Osterine situation, I'm surprised this hasn't been already looked into a little bit further. But however, they are working on it and trying to determine
I'm going to laugh
happened.
If that Osterine is some residue that somebody's cleaning something with in their lab.
They're just cleaning it with Austrian.
I don't know.
Like, hey, this is my Austrian brush. I'm just gonna brush it.
In my business, we use a thing called TSP as a cleaner. You search your cereal. It's used as a flavor enhancer.
Wow.
I'm just saying, dude. People use salt to clean. What is it? Cast iron.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, he says he didn't do anything wrong. He says it has to have been done from a tainted supplement. Again, I think
who puts supplements in their taint?
Over the next week, dude, it gets there faster.
It's
faster. It's instant.
You just put it right there in the taint.
Yeah, it's instant.
Yeah.
I think in the next couple of weeks and or months, we'll be able to find out what exactly happened.
I'm not worried about this guy's situation. I'm worried about the whole problem as a whole.
Not one guy.
No.
Just everybody.
Well, like we said, we listed 4 fighters last week.
Yep.
One who's coming off 18 months of, you haven't really done nothing, but please don't sue us.
Please
you can go back to fighting.
We're going to go back to fighting now.
Yeah, we kept you from working. We kept you from getting licensed, and probably put your license in question for anybody else.
Oh, for sure.
Especially if you come to California.
A license that I question for sure. You want to go on that day? Mr. Emmett. Josh Emmett has not fought since February of 2018. He fought Jeremy Stevens in that fight, and he lost. He got knocked out. However, he is going to fight this weekend. He is fighting on the Rochester card. However, he still says that he has no feeling in the left side of his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
How are they going to license him to fight if he's still suffering from the effects of a knockout? They're basically saying that when that happened, he had a broken orbital, broken cheek, fractured nose, nerve and muscle damage.
But that nerve might not ever come back.
And now they're still going to allow him to fight. He says, I could take my fingernail and scratch my gums on my left side. I feel nothing.
Okay. Well, it might not ever come back. I mean, there's people that have hit somebody so hard they see yellow for a while.
Even though after all these like numerous injuries, these very severe injuries, he's basically saying, it was never a thought in my mind that I wouldn't come back and be able to continue fighting. Except he still has. You don't think that's something that they should...
I don't think it's a question on the questionnaire.
No?
Do you have full taste in your mouth? I don't think
Should it be? I mean, you got Vanderlei Silva marking off 8 out of the 10 fucking concussion symptoms, and he's still fighting.
Yeah, how many of these guys went in knowingly fought with broken arms and broken legs? 1, so that they get their fight money. 2, so that they get covered. They get the insurance coverage from what happens. I mean, we know this for a fact.
Yeah, it's happened for sure.
For a fact.
For a fact.
Yeah.
It just kind of scares me. I hope that we can get somewhere where they can not have to worry about that. I don't know. I mean, it's a combat sport. These things are going to happen. But at what time are you going to tell a guy that he's not allowed to fight anymore because his gums are numb? It's not his brain, right? It's not his brain.
Right.
If he dies, he dies. That's your whole point. That's your whole stance.
I'm not saying if he dies, he dies. If he can't taste his barbecue, he can't taste his barbecue. I'm just saying, if the guy wants to continue and the worst thing is he can't taste something or feel something.
All right.
All
right. Do you feel anything about this? Gina Carano's in another movie.
It moved.
Former Strikeforce champion.
It moved a little bit.
Former MMA star. Gina Carano is in Daughter of the Wolf. Trailer got released yesterday or today.
Good old 2-scoop Carano.
This is going to be... Gina Carano is Claire Hamilton, a military specialist, again, for those listening, those are air quotes that you're hearing, who returned from the Middle East to find her son has been kidnapped. She embarks on a mission to hunt down the mysterious leader and that's holding him for ransom.
So she's a military wolf. So she's a MILF?
Wolf?
Wolf?
I don't know how you put those two together. That's beyond me. Richard Dreyfuss is in this movie.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right on.
He's not anywhere. Is that Richard Dreyfuss? He's on the cover. He's the grizzled old man at the top.
He's still wondering, what about Bob? What about Bob?
Great movie. Such a great movie.
Is there a bad movie with Bill Murray in it?
I can't name one.
No.
Can't name one.
Moving
on from there, Conor McGregor. Back in the news, sort of. Remember when he took some guy's phone in Miami and smashed it? And they held him. They said it was basically, and he slapped the dude.
And you saw the video where it happened and how he did and what he did. Yeah. And everybody said, man, that's fucked up and that's illegal.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
They had reached a out-of-court settlement in their civil lawsuit.
Right.
He was originally charged with strong-armed robbery and criminal mischief. All the charges have been dropped.
Of course.
Why? Because According to the prosecutor, the victim of the crime does not wish to return to the United States and get this prosecuted. He lives in England.
In another letter that I read,
he lives in England.
He stated, "I have been made whole again, and we have reached an agreement." That was his statement, which means he's been financially
compensated. Is that what you think is happening?
Oh, well, duh.
He says he doesn't want to have to go all the way back to the United States.
He's full of crap. He knows if he got on that plane ride's taken care of. Any expense that he had was going to get taken care of. All of it was going to get taken care of by the guy who's slowly dwindling away from his $1 billion whiskey.
He doesn't have to fight again, remember?
He don't have to. He's got $1 billion. Somebody look into that.
Big fights, though, that have been announced, which I really like. All these fights make it move. All these fights I'm excited about. I don't know which one I'm more excited about. Probably the last one we're going to talk about before we start going into recaps of some stuff. But this one right here, Brian Ortega against Zabit Magomedsharipov. Zabist going up against T-City.
I don't know. I'm not... Ortega just... I don't know now.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. These guys, they get up there, and then it's like, what happened to you?
That win, though, the Beast had over Jeremy Stevens was pretty impressive. You got to admit.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
T-City got completely outclassed when he went up against Holloway. I mean, I'm not saying that Zabist is on the same level as
I'm
Holloway.
on the right. I'm going for Skinny Abe.
You going for Skinny Abe, going for Zabist?
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited for that fight. That fight will be going down there again. They're trying to get this booked. I'm trying to think what UFC they're trying to get this booked on. It's still in the works. One that's also in the works. Finally about to happen again. Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar for the featherweight title. And this is going down UFC 240 at the end of July. They've tried to meet twice already. 218 and 222. First time, Frankie pulled out. Second time, Max Holloway pulled out. Now we're actually going to see this happen. All the pictures that they've had of them facing off are going to be used for something. Do you like this fight?
Oh, I like.
I mean, we liked it.
I like the fight, but every time it's been
booked.
Yeah, but at this point, it's not the original fight we wanted to see. We've seen bad stuff both sides.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have the hype for it that I did the first time we wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited to see this fight.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I am excited, but I'm not like I'm chomping at the bit like the first time.
Okay. Who do you think's going to win this fight?
Oh, man, I want Edgar. Just for the old school UFCer people.
Is that who you originally wanted to win when you first saw
it? Oh, no.
You were going Holloway, for Max?
Yeah.
What made you switch?
I don't know. I think that Holloway's. I think there's more holes in his game than I thought there were to begin with.
Do you think that was just had anything to do with the weight class?
I don't know. No, and plus I think
he's
mental
a beast
stability.
At 145,
right, but still mental stability and everything. I don't know. I just think there's more holes now in my head than I saw before.
All right. And then the big fight that was announced. We talked about this last week. Nate Diaz.
Well, we didn't talk about Pettis fighting.
Hold on. Nate Diaz had entered into USADA's testing pool, and we were like, so you're saying there's a chance? You haven't fought in 2 years, but you're saying there's a chance, right? We're going to see this happen. We're going to see something happen, right? Hasn't fought since UFC 202.
Right.
We're now at 240 coming up on the line here. And guess what? It's going to happen. There is a chance. They are signing Anthony Pettis to fight Nate Diaz at 170 pounds. I am very excited for this fight.
Extremely.
Pettis says it's extremely personal. Apparently, Diaz says it also is personal. We don't know why it's personal. Pettis says that he feels that Diaz has always had a problem with him, but he's not quite sure why.
It's the Hawani interview in the hallway where he's like, man, Pettis be talking shit, and then he just walked by me. He don't say shit. Man, if you don't fight somebody, you look him in the eye, man. You know. That's what it's about.
I think it's going to be a great fight. You don't know if this is still going to happen.
No. And this is why...
And, of course, everybody on the interwebs, on the Twitters, the Twitter spheres...
I don't want to put this on
yet.
Not yet.
We'll get there.
Okay, we got a better one. But, hey, there's people in the forum that...
Yeah. They're saying...
Wait till you see this.
That... I don't believe a Diaz fight until he's actually in the octagon.
Well, that's what I think the piss test was. I think that they set this up and they're like, sign the papers. He's like, me, I ain't signing shit. I'll take a pee test. Well, show us that you're serious. We're gonna send somebody to collect your piss, You gonna have your pee ready? Yeah, I have my pee ready.
Anthony Pettis says he signed a contract.
Of course he did. Of course that's company man number one.
He was on a Wheaties box.
Yeah, this is company man number one. This is like, if you're in a company,
we need that Wheaties box.
That's the
We'll
union.
print one and make it look like we got one.
He's the union rep right there. He's like, man, I'll show up whenever we want to show up. We got to fight? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly, according to him, he was also offered Conor McGregor. Pettis.
Okay, that's bullshit. Why wouldn't he take Conor McGregor? I mean, just the money factor.
This is what he said happened. Dana White called him. Now we believe everything Dana White says. Dana White calls him and says, yo, Pettis, my boy Conor McGregor wants to come back and fight. We want you to fight him at 170. And he's like, all right. We also might want you to fight at 155. We're not sure on the weight. It depends what Conor wants to do, because that's what we let him do. We just let him do whatever he wants.
Right.
And they're like, all right, when do you want to have us fight? Yeah, we're talking like New York. He's like, okay. And he's like, sometime in July, maybe August. Pettis is like, all right. He's all, cool. Hold on the line, please. And just let him sit there. And then he came back. Yeah, that fight didn't happen. I'm sorry. But we got Diaz. Do you want Diaz? According to Pettis, that's how it went down. Give or take.
So this goes a lot like how people schedule shifts. Yeah. So he's standing in front of the board. He's like, all right, get Pettis on the phone.
Yeah.
All right. So I got McGregor, I got Pettis. All right, let me get Pettis first. Yeah. Okay. Pettis, you want to do this? Pettis, want to do this? Okay. Hold on the line. Call Conor. Conor, remember that day you were talking about Oh, fuck no. Oh, okay, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, we'll call you back.
Get Diaz line.
Get Diaz line too. What up, bitch? Hey, you want to fight? Motherfucker, I'll fight whenever. Okay, hold on the line. All right, Pettis is Diaz. You gonna fight Diaz? Motherfucker, it's still online. Well, hang on. Hold on. Switch all the way over. That was still Diaz.
Who did that?
All right, Pettis for sure. You on the line? Yeah, this is me. You fight Diaz? Yeah, I'll fight whoever. You know me, Dane. I'll do whatever. Just sign me in. Okay. And it's all locked in. That's how it happened.
Moving on from there, let's go over some recap and some fights. One FC, One Championship, OneFC.com. Can't go to OneChampionship.com, by the way. I think I mentioned that in the last couple podcasts. OneChampionship.com is owned by some blogger.
Oh, that's right. He bought ahead. So
they still have One FC, even though they consider themselves One Championship. Anyway, they did have their one-man tournaments.
Hey, thanks for watching us in the nail salon today. What's up, girls?
We did have
MMA
the Muay Thai Bantamweight Championship go on. We had the Kickboxing Flyweight Championship go on. That was for the event One Championship Warriors of Light. Also happened this morning, our time, super early, right?
Right.
This was.
I believe the end of the fights are still going on.
No, it's done.
Is it done?
It's done.
Okay.
The Enter the Dragon is what it was called. The whole event. This is the one that Mr. Sage Northcutt was on.
If no one's seen what happened yet, look for it.
Yeah, we had the kickboxing one night 8-man Grand Prix.
That'd be Northcutt against Alexandre
for the kickboxing lightweight championship. We also had the featherweight Grand Prix going on here for kickboxing. This was a pretty kickboxing heavy event. Shinya Aoki looked to defend his belt against Christian Lee. Should we just go into the results? I mean, it's already out there. He did lose that. He lost. Yeah. So the new one lightweight champion is Christian Lee. And then, of course, everyone that wants to talk about this is the big thing. Sage Northcutt made his debut for one against Cosmo Alexandre. I wish I would have had a little foresight to look into this and talk about it on the show last week.
Nobody more than Sage Northcutt should have looked into this.
Mr. Cosmo Alexandre is a world champion kickboxer who has fought John Wayne Parr. If you know John Wayne Parr and you know kickboxing, John Wayne Parr
no slouch.
One of the most highly decorated kickboxers out there. Not saying he is, but he is one of the most high. And this guy's beat him twice. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Well, the dude's a black belt and a purple belt.
He is 69-19 in kickboxing. Okay? He's got a pretty extensive kickboxing record. His mixed martial arts record, he only has one loss. That was back in Bellator, way back in the day. Otherwise, he was 7-1 coming into this fight to fight Sage Northcutt. Knocks out Sage Northcutt in the first round in 29 seconds.
In all reality, I think they're going to adjust that. I think he was out at 19. They didn't actually call an end to the fight. They're going to replay it? Yeah, I don't think they actually...
Sage Northcutt fell flat on his fucking face.
At 19, he's down. At 19, he's down. The ref
his face bounced, and then he did that kind of shuffle scoot.
He looked like a sea turtle. You know, like the babies when they're trying to get back.
They're trying to get to the ocean from the sand, and just kind of flopping.
And like we said earlier, I don't think it was him as much as just his body trying to figure out what's going on.
Everything turned off. I got to move these muscled arms.
He got the Mac, please stand by sign.
Yeah. He's trying to reboot. So yeah, this goes now 2 guys from the UFC, Eddie Alvarez and Sage Northcutt, in that beautiful trade that we had happen from ONE FC. Did not do well in their debut.
Yeah, but they got
it's not like their career's over.
No.
They're still moving on. Although Deadspin considers ONE FC a minor league.
But Sage Van Zandt is too pretty to go into bare knuckle.
He's not going bare knuckle.
He's too pretty.
Movies?
Yeah,
he'll do movies.
Oh. Why are they going to do what do they call that? After the Bell? No. Saved by the Bell movie?
Dude! Totally makes sense.
Hey, maybe
everyone thought he was going to be Drago's son.
If he goes and gets implants, maybe he can get on the swimsuit edition next year.
I don't even know if he needs them.
Girl.
Moving on from there, Bellator happened on DAZN.
Okay, so Scott Coker officially said it's the zone.
Whatever, DAZN. Main event, your main card, you had Tywin Claxton defeat James Bennett, knockout in round 3. Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, goes full Paul Harris on everybody and does not let go of the arm triangle choke against TJ Jones in round 1. Goes full heel in his interview and says that he is a...
joke?
Well, I don't know about a joke. What was the quote that I heard that made it seemed very...
I don't know. Hey, TJ lasted longer than 2 minutes.
True.
I think he made 220.
He made 220? Yeah, he was rock hard with emotion.
Okie dokie.
That was his interview after that win there. He was rock hard with emotion.
It's already been used. It was said my balls was hot.
No, he's rock hard with emotion. That's why he didn't let go of the choke.
Oh.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so didn't let go of the choke.
Hope you got your money, TJ.
AJ McKee gets the win over Pat Curran. Douglas Lima shuts Michael Van Page up. Knockout, round 2, 35 seconds. Was awesome.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now.
Humble pie, my friend.
The designers of MMA gifts are awesome, bro.
You see the one where he gets the Thor hammer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, he's calling
Thor
the lightning,
hammer.
calling the
I seen also where...
boop.
The Street Fighters were involved, helping him out.
Yeah, there's some good gifts out there. MVP gets humbled. Absolutely happy for Douglas Lima. Thinking it happened for all the fans out there.
I'm glad it happened at the hands of Douglas Lima.
And then your main event, Patricio Freire gets the win over Michael Chandler, TKO round 1.
Now the true champ.
The true champ. Do you feel people were saying it was a little early? People were saying there were some phantom punches.
Well, most of the punches were to the back of his head, right?
Side back. I mean, he got hit with the one. I don't know. He did take an awkward fall, I will say.
Yeah.
But I got to give it to Patricio, man. That was
Patricio. To quote most people was the significant strikes were all to the back of his head.
And then, of course, your UFC pay-per-view happened. Now, again, you had to buy ESPN Plus, subscribe to ESPN Plus, log into ESPN Plus, and then you were given the opportunity
to watch the fights.
To buy the pay-per-view if you so desired to watch this
and
pay-per-view.
I did. And I did it all through Apple. I did
You
everything.
double paywalling son of a bitch.
I know. I had to. I had people at the house. We did it through Apple TV. I was scared.
Did it work?
Oh, it worked real well.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. But God forbid I want to go check on something else mid-fight.
Yeah, no.
I had to reset the Apple.
Did you block your Wi-Fi from everybody in the house?
No, it didn't suck up that much. But what happens is once you click out and then you try to come back, it itself, the live event, takes up so much RAM in the box that it just overwhelms everything. So I had to go to restart. Luckily, it was in between a lull of a fight.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's the only reason I switched off. I was like, it's going to be a while.
We got time. On your ESPN card, Clay Guida takes out BJ Penn, unanimous decision.
Did he take him out?
BJ Penn says he still has the desire to fight.
No.
To the chagrin of everybody.
No. And I felt bad.
I want to know if anybody out there right now listening, right now watching, send us a message on any sort of social media platform. Should BJ Penn continue to fight?
I don't think so.
We've been talking about this for a while. Just hang him up, BJ. We love you, man. You are now the proud owner of a negative record. I believe he is 11-12. Let me put that.
Well, he has 9 unanswered losses, right?
Yeah, he is now the proud owner of. He is 16-4. 16-4. Yeah, he has not won a fight since 2010. Oh, I take that back. He did. He fought Matt Hughes. He won there. There we go. Sorry, 2011. Please stop, BJ Penn. We worry about you. Lariano Starpoli gets the win over Thiago Alves. Alexander Volkanovski gets the win over Jose Aldo.
Josh Licor argues with you. He says until the wheels fall off. I guess until BJ actually loses an appendage in the ring. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
He lets him die.
Yeah, until a leg falls off.
Alexander Volkanovski was not happy he did not get a title shot after his win over Jose Aldo. He was hoping to fight Max Holloway, but you can't fight Max Holloway, Volkanovski, when you're in the damn hospital from a blood infection.
Because this whole thing made him so mad it made his blood boil.
That's what happened?
I don't know.
They're like, hey, guess what?
That's a possibility.
He wins his fight, and they're like, guess what? Frankie's going to be fighting? He's like, what the fuck? Blood infection.
Blood infection.
Damn Brazil.
I like how they just say blood infection. They don't say staph or specific what it is.
They haven't really announced.
There's a wide variety of the blood infections.
Jared Cannonier gets the win over Anderson Silva. TKO leg injury.
I think had there not been a steel rod in that leg, it would have flew off.
That was pretty brutal, man.
It was bad. I think the
Anderson says he is now questioning if he wants to continue fighting because maybe God is telling him he needs to stop.
Something.
He still has the desire to fight, but
yeah,
his legs don't want to.
Yeah, maybe in I'm thinking UFC Cyborg League when that comes in.
It'll happen. Yeah, real steel style. I like it. All right. Jessica Andrade gets the win over Rose Namajunas in a huge upset. Round 2, 258 KO due to slam. Now she got her in this position more than once. She went for the slam in the first round. In my opinion, Rose was dominating this fight.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
I think that's most people.
Yes. She did take some strikes though.
She did take some strikes, but I feel like overall she was dominating this fight.
Oh yeah, she was winning.
However, there is a theory out there. There is some slow-mo video. There is some things going on. Dennis, why don't you go ahead? Yeah, put the hat on and tell us what you saw.
Me, Overeem, and 3 other people saw her tap. She tapped.
How many times?
3 times.
3 times. In this position, right here, she was getting Kimura'd.
I cannot confirm nor deny, but there was 3 sequential taps, which is the international sign for I give up, other than using the word mustard.
While she was in the air.
Yes.
While she was in the air. So,
but it was. I think it was in a different position. The arm was in a different position.
Yeah, it was definitely
locked. It was about to break. I think it may have broke.
More locked.
Yeah.
So you think this is like a Carlos Newton and Matt Hughes situation where the slam happened, and they're saying that Matt Hughes was unconscious in the triangle, and that's why he slammed Carlos Newton. It's not that he was actually trying to slam Carlos Newton,
right? And
that Rose should technically be the winner of this fight.
Well, there's this other issue, too, about the slam being an illegal move. If you check the guidelines.
According to Mr. Referee Big John McCarthy, no, it was not a legal move because you're allowed to use it when trying to get out of a submission.
You're talking about somebody who was released from being a referee.
He wasn't released? Oh, sorry. According to your sources, he was released.
According to my sources. On the aluminum web, on the Illuma web,
yeah,
he was let go.
He was let go
from
bad calls.
I don't want to say. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Either way, Jessica Andrade is your new women's.
I can't handle thinking like this.
These
thoughts are. Can I take it off?
Do you want to take it off? Yeah, you don't want to pull too much in. You don't want to pull too much in.
Man. Those people.
What do you feel about this fight? Outside of the hat.
Outside of the hat, I think we're at where we're at. I'm so tired of looking back. There's been I mean, how many cards?
At what point were we supposed to have...
How many cards do we have to hear about? Early stoppage. There was a tap. How about this? That's where we're at.
What happened to... I thought we were supposed to have instant replay. Do you remember that? At one point, they were saying we're going to start instituting instant replay in MMA. I mean, we don't have it in fucking hockey.
Yeah,
I'll take that full benefit. I'll definitely take that full benefit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I had said earlier, Rose Namajunas never says nothing about the tap.
Right.
So the referee wasn't in an angle to see the tap. Nobody noticed the tap until we went back and watched stuff in slow-mo.
Yeah.
So it's not, to me, it's not a question. Because I know I've been at some of these AMI stuff where a guy's trying to verbal tap, the ref don't hear, and then he gets loose, and then everybody's like, he said something, and the ref's like, I never heard it. You know,
I talked to a bunch of guys who
live to fight another day.
Who are, jiu-jitsu players who like to roll, and they were saying, that a lot of times you will see...
Was the Korean correspondent involved in this?
No, he actually wasn't.
He actually wasn't?
We need his opinion. I don't know if he's listening or paying attention. I'll hit him up though later.
If he'd have been involved, it would have been suspect.
They've talked about how while they look like tapping motions, a lot of times it's checking pressure or checking to see how deep they're in, and trying to see where they can possibly move up an arm or down a limb to create space.
But again, these are usually pushes.
They're saying it's more of a...
No, the only thing you could do with that kind of tap is like when the nurse is trying to find your vein to give you an injection.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it looks...
you're trying to
The video that I watched looked pretty... it looks a little tappy. But that's what they're saying is that... And of course, I don't think Andrade is going to say whether or not she's not going to say she tapped.
No, neither one of these warriors is even going to argue about it.
Yeah, and she's...
And a small part of me, the way that Rose is talking, she's relieved. She's like, I've made a lot of money.
She's talking about there are people questioning
I can continually
if she's going
make
to
more money.
Retire.
Yeah,
because of statements that she made after the fight, saying that I just got to take a long look at this and maybe start doing something else. That I've thought about this before. That I may be ready to be doing something else now.
Yeah, because think of the capital that farming. She has to do whatever she wants.
She's talking about farming.
Well, it does. She doesn't have to farm. All she has to do is buy a small warehouse, wall it in, put mats in there, hang her belts on the wall, and have a window out front where people sign their people up to get them and be trained by someone who has these belts on the wall. Right? I mean, look at Rainbow Fields. We got people that never even made it into Major League Baseball, but they've got some like Cy Young awards or something else hanging on the wall, and people just drive up, drop their kids off, and this guy teaches them pitching all day long.
There you go.
$175,000 a year this guy makes.
Your favorite organization, PFL.
Woo!
PFL 13.
Just keeps getting better
PFL
every day.
Number 2, season 19, or 2019. We'll be having another event. This is going down next Thursday. We're talking about it now because it's Friday.
So I haven't seen Boss in all this. So is he not involved?
I haven't seen him either.
I think he's
got it laying low.
Laying low.
I haven't really seen much on his own page, on any of his Instagram
Really?
or his. He promotes a couple things, seminars and things, but other than that, he's not doing promoting of anything else.
Okay.
Anyway, this is going to be on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. So remember when you just signed up for UFC 237, you had that opportunity to buy that pay-per-view. You now have the opportunity to watch this because you have ESPN Plus.
Nice.
So check out PFL.
It wasn't a decider for me. I did realize that.
They're going to have fights in their featherweight and lightweight.
Oh, it's going on right now, right?
Event next Thursday.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What event are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
You talking about this one coming up?
No.
Yeah,
no, I thought the
PFL's next Thursday.
Next Thursday, okay.
Next Thursday.
All right.
And then moving on from there, your final fight to talk about for the weekend, UFC Fight Night 152. UFC on ESPN Plus number 10. UFC Rochester. UFC Dos Anjos versus Lee.
There you go.
Everything. All the titles.
Yeah. You think Lee deserves the headline?
No.
Okay. All right. I just throwing it out there. I've asked a couple people.
Man.
And when you got to think about it.
I'm not a big Kevin Lee fan to begin with.
I know.
So I'm going to be hating and be like, nah.
But when anybody
that dude needs to go down in co-main event.
Yeah, because I can ask you, Dos Anjos, you think he needs...
Except for looking at this entire card, sure. he can do this one. It's on ESPN Plus. If this was actually on ESPN, no. If this was going to be a co-main for a UFC pay-per-view, no. Being on ESPN Plus, sure.
Maybe.
he can headline it all he wants.
At least Patrick Cummins back down where he needs to be.
We got
on
ESPN,
Ed Herman.
Whole cards on ESPN Plus. On the prelims, you got Julio Arce going against Julian Erosa, Zach Cummings against Trevin Giles, Patrick Cummins against Ed Herman.
Let's go, Ed.
Michael Trezano going up against Grant Dawson, Danny Roberts against Michael Pereira, Desmond Green against Charles Jourdain, and Aspen Ladd against Sahara Eubanks. I am excited for that women's bantamweight fight. That is a good fight.
So, you know how many? So we've come up to Aspen Ladd about to fight 3 times now. Mm-hmm. Does this fight actually happen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 3rd time's a charm.
Okay.
It's gotta happen.
Well, let's go Sac. Or actually, she's Elk Grove or whatever.
Yeah.
Woodley.
Davi Ramos going up against Austin Hubbard. Charles Oliveira going up against Nick Lentz. Your replacement for Neil Magney. Derek Krantz now going up against Vincent Luke. Megan Anderson going up against Felicia Spencer. There was a lot of talk about Megan Anderson not going to be able to make weight, saying that she was having a rough weight cut. Pictures I saw, she looked like she was making weight just fine.
She knocked it out this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take Megan Anderson in that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio Carlos Jr. going up against Ian Heinch. And then your main event, Rafael Dos Anjos going up against Kevin Lee. I am excited for Rafael Dos Anjos to get this win. So that's what I'm going with. No questions asked.
How much skin infection does Kevin Lee come in the ring with?
He's had time. He's cleared it up.
Maybe. All you got to do is smear some Copenhagen on that stuff, man.
Is that what it is?
Cleans it up.
It's all it is.
Gets rid of everything. Ringworm. Gets rid of it all. A little bit of Copenhagen. And if not, throw some Jameson on it, too.
There you go.
A little Jameson, a little Copenhagen.
Well, that's it. That's your show. That's the news. That's the rumors. That's the new tinfoil hat segment going on here.
Yeah. That's a redneck topical solution, that Copenhagen and Jameson.
Still going to push that now, huh?
I'm still. I'm going to jar it.
Make sure you check out My MMA News. They have all the stories that are breaking every single day, where we only do this once a week. It's where we get a lot of our news from. Eric Kowal over there and the guys that he has lined up that are writing the articles and pushing stuff out.
It's Kowal. Kowalskowitz.
Yeah. They do a great job. And we hope to see him in Vegas in a couple weeks. What is this? 3 weeks? 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kowal to Vegas.
Yeah, Kowal to Vegas. It's going to happen. And then we got SinCal Studios, of course. This is where we're coming live from. This is in the SinCal Industries here in Modesto, California.
Beautiful tattoos, McHenry Avenue.
Vinyl stickers, incense, body jewelry, all the things that you need for that lifestyle. You can come down here and get it.
Come
check out the studio anytime on a Friday.
Between 2:30 and 4 o'clock. Otherwise, you just see a nice sign.
Yep, nice sign.
That's what you see.
That's it. That's your show.
Dependable Solutions.
There you go.
If you do business with plastic, get a hold of dependablesolutions.net.
I think you should clarify that. If you're doing credit card business, not just plastics.
Well, you know what I'm saying. If you're doing card business, if you're using credit card machines or credit card apparatuses, that's your business.
There we go. I like it.
Then you should look into Dependable Solutions. Found at dependable/solutions.net.
I can't believe they still pay us for that promo.
No, they probably don't. They actually, I think they pay more for what goes on the screen
than us talking.
Than right here, than us actually talking. I think they see that more, and they got it there. And then get some stainless steel from Walkie Craft.
Yep, check them out. Have a good night. See you at the fights. How would you rate your show? 5. We should start out with 5-star rating.